and thank you for joining us for Lakefront News. I'm Karina Martinez.
And I'm Santiago Reyes. Registration for next semester begins this week.
Make sure to talk to your advisor as soon as possible. Reporter Daniel Baumer has more.
Course registration for seniors started on Monday, October 29th, and for the rest of the student body on Halloween Day, Wednesday, October 31st. After meeting with your advisor, students must take selected courses to the registrar's office, located in the Walter Center, to get final confirmation. Student Melody Villarreal talks about registering.
I set up an appointment with my advisor already, and we're just going to do a follow-up appointment later on to make sure everything's set.
Before registering, you must make sure you have all the requisites required for courses, and to look over substitute classes in case the course you need is not available.
I feel like if you register early enough, you'll get a jump start before anybody else, because I know if you do it later on, it's going to be more of a hassle.
Before heading out to see your advisor, you should look at your course calendar online to see what courses you can and need to take. So once you arrive with your advisor, it's an easy process.
I've always been getting a head start, but recently I've been very backed up with work, so I haven't really had the chance to.
Which class time you end up with depends on how soon you get registered for those classes. Students recommend the sooner you go, the better.
If you go early, you won't get the 8 a.m. classes. If you procrastinate, you probably will be left with the 8 a.m. classes. I would suggest you take an 8 a.m. if you're willing to actually get it.
Reporting for Lakefront News, I'm Daniel Baumer.
Missed early voting? Don't worry. We have information on where you can vote November the 6th.
End of early voting for this midterm election will be on Friday, November the 2nd. Student freshman David Uriales explained why he couldn't make it.
I hadn't found the time.
Okay.
And I don't have my voter's registration card.
Okay. Macias, member of the League of United Latin American Citizens, says that Las Palmas Library, located on 515 Castroville Road, will allow voting on Election Day.
November 6th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And yes, they can.
Macias encourages any student that missed early voting to go out and vote on Election Day.
Students, y'all are our future. And y'all need to get involved and know what's going on in your community.
Macias says that this year's turnout is better than other years.
They're coming out by the dozens. It's been steady. The very first day was hectic. Over 1,400 came to this location.
For more information on voting on November 6th, visit any of the official campaign sites at betofortexas.com or tedcruz.com.
Each year, millions of people struggle with mental health illness.
Our Lady of the Lake Active Minds Club has organized an event to stomp out stigma. Reporter Loren de Leon has more on this event.
Active Minds is a national organization that starts the conversation about mental health awareness and breaking the stigma. The Active Minds organization chapter here at Our Lady of the Lake will organize an event on November 7th focused on breaking the silence on mental health. Alexis Medrano, the Olu Active Minds president, provided us with the history behind the event.
So Stomp Out Stigma is an event hosted by Counseling Services. It was started about 10 years ago.
Medrano says the event is open to the Olu community, and the event is taking place at the mall area.
Yeah, it's from 11 to 2 p.m. You're more than welcome to come out during any time you can.
Medrano says Stomp Out Stigma is a walk/run that is about a mile long.
And basically it's a trail, and along the trail we have mental health facts such as disorders and just other statistics on mental health.
Medrano says the event will be a good way to start the conversation about mental health.
To get the conversation going here on campus about mental health and how we as students, we need to have that conversation, and that it's okay not to be okay, and to focus on ourselves.
Stomp Out Stigma will take place here at Emmendorf Lake, and Olu's counselors will tape mental health awareness facts along these sidewalks. We spoke to Active Minds member Mia Sanchez to get her take on why students should participate.
Students should come to Stomp Out Stigma because it brings awareness to mental health, which is very prevalent within our society and not always talked about.
Reporting for Lakefront News, I am Lauren DeLeon.
With the Lakeview Apartments being added to Our Lady of Lake University earlier in January, Olu celebrated with having the new apartments being blessed.
Lakefront reporter Erica Guevara tells us more about the blessing.
The Lakeview Apartments were added to Our Lady of the Lake University at the beginning of this year. Olu hosted a blessing ceremony for the building on October 25th. Ayala Adams, a freshman here at Olu, says why it's special to bless the apartments.
To be honest, I thought that every building where they were was blessed, and so since this is a fairly new place, I think that would be very special for someone to come and bless it, and it couldn't do any harm, you know.
Father Kevin Faust, University chaplain, tells us more about the blessing.
It's an exciting time to see them brought to completion and for us to be able to bless them and to celebrate the accomplishment of the board, of the university, ultimately for the good of the students.
Faust provided us a schedule of the event.
There will be some initial comments by the head of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Melby, and a student, and then we will go into a scripture reading.
Faust describes how the blessing happens.
Prayer blessing over the building. We will then go and sprinkle holy water on the building, and we will place a cross on the wall. In other words, blessing it, making it holy, asking God's protection upon the building, but also upon the residents who live there.
I'm here at the Lakeview Apartments, where not only are the Lakeview Apartments getting blessed, but you can get some lunch. Faust explains why it's important to bless the apartments.
This is what I would like to consider holy ground. This is holy ground because the Lord is present, but also because of the people who are here.
Faust is also excited about the Lakeview Apartments and the blessing.
I'm just happy to be here. It was great to be here for the groundbreaking. It's great to be here now for the dedication. And I hear great things about the building. It looks wonderful. And I'm very happy for the university and for the students. It really is about the students.
Reporting for Lakefront News, I'm Erica Gavada.
Are you tired of sharing a dorm with your roommate?
New single-room dorms are now available in Flores Residence Hall. Reporter Gabriel Torres tells us the information you need to know.
Having to share a space with strangers can be difficult. That's why Our Lady of the Lake University heard the voice of the students and decided to renovate dorms in Flores into single rooms. Grace Sinyart, the director of Resident Life, tells us what made them add these new dorms.
So in Flores, we're looking into how much space we have available. So we're not at full occupancy, and we realized maybe it'd be a good opportunity to convert some of the spaces that we have open into single rooms and try to appease what students really have been voicing what they want.
Sinyart says the cost of the room will be the same as a Centennial single room.
Charging the same fee we would charge for a Centennial single, which is $2,700 roughly, $2,703.
With only 30 rooms available, there is a time limit for commuters to express interest in moving in, and after their deadline, the spots will be open to residents.
There is a time limit. We are aiming to, right now we're marketing to commuter students to incentivize them to get to come to live on campus, and deadline to register or to express interest in applying is November 12th. After that deadline, we'll open up to our current residents who have been seeking single rooms.
Mia Sanchez, Olu resident, can't wait for the new rooms to be open.
Yes, I'm very excited to have a single rooms in Flores because I get to have my own space.
This has been Gabriel Torres reporting for Lakefront News.
Need a place to relax and bask in the outdoors? Visit what locals are calling the West Side's hidden gem, Elmendorf Lake Park. Elmendorf Lake Park had its opening ceremony in January 2017 after its upgrades, which included bike trails, pedestrian bridges, lake fountains, and even educational information on the wildlife surrounding the park. Freshman Oliver Kolak tells us his thoughts on the park.
It is very neat. I've been jogging a couple times around there. I know that people bring their families, they have barbecue or meetings.
Westside local Johnny Garza voices his opinions on the lake.
It's changed a lot. I'm from the area, like I said, I've grown up, born and raised here, 35 years, and so I've seen the changes, and the changes that are coming, which is good, people got to embrace change, but like I said, people should enjoy it because it wasn't always as beautiful.
Although Elmendorf Park has been gravely improved over the last few years, a lot more could still be done.
It goes back to lack of resources, in the area, and the education, coming back to people, making them aware, that there's other things, around.
Garza believes more awareness should be brought on taking care of the animals. especially the ducks, and feeding them actual bird food rather than bread. Head over next door to experience the wildlife set just for you.
Attention seniors and juniors, the Wings Up summer program might help you graduate faster.
Reporter Serapio Marquez has more.
Seniors and juniors who wish to graduate early should look into Our Lady Lake University Wings Up Summer Tuition Grant. The program allows students to take 8 credit hours during the summer. Dr. Rosa Rivera Haji, Assistant Vice President of Academic Affairs, tells me more on how the program got started.
An initiative that came from the faculty back actually last year. Dr. Joan Gomez, a psychology professor, and Dr. Michael Laney, the then College of Arts and Sciences dean, came together with this idea to provide a free tuition opportunity for students during the summer. So students that needed to catch up or needed a little extra help or boost to complete their degree, we could provide that to them.
The Our Lady Lake University Summer Tuition Program has a few requirements that students must meet before being offered 8 free summer credit hours. It does not include fees.
Must have to also have completed 30 credit hours between the fall and the spring prior to the summer. So if you're a transfer student, you must have to have complete those 30 credit hours at the lake.
Students will be notified by email if they qualify for the Our Lady Lake University Summer Tuition Program. Seniors and juniors must have completed their hours with a grade of a D- or higher.
Application for the grant, pretty much we run a report, and students that have 60 credit hours or more by the end of the spring, and that's completed successfully. So it's a grade of D- or more or higher. And so those students are put together in a list, and once we know who are the candidates or the finalists for the grant, we provide a communication to them to let them know, hey, you're doing a great work. Keep doing what you're doing. We're almost at the end line. And by the way, if you complete your 30 credit hours successfully, you have earned up to 8 credit hours in this following summer.
Juniors and seniors who have combined 30 credit hours may qualify for 2 summer courses. Make sure your financial aid is submitted. Our Lady of the Lake University senior Lauren Pamacio tells me how she feels about the Our Lady Lake University Wings Up summer program.
Is an amazing opportunity for students. I think it actually helps all sides of it. So like the student gets 2 free courses during the summer, which helps them in the long run for their program, whatever it may be, their major, their minor program.
Last summer, a number of seniors were able to graduate thanks in part to the Wings Up summer program.
Summer, we had 120 students. Of those 120 students, 10% of them graduated, and that's at the end of the summer term.
Seniors and juniors should have completed their FAFSA before the end of the fall semester.
We want them to complete their FAFSA as soon as possible because we're really going to look at that. We're going to make sure that all those students that we're going to be eligible for the Wings Up also have completed their FAFSA. We want to get that out of the way in case you get...
This has been Serapio Marquez reporting for Lakefront News.
Are you a faculty or staff member looking to volunteer? Our Lady of the Lake University is having an Employee Service Day.
Reporter Brian Bernard has more on this day.
Employee Service Day started in 2012 and is offered twice a year, one in the spring and fall. During the service day, volunteers will assist the Sisters of Divine Providence with various indoor and outdoor projects at the convent. Jennifer Bendeley, director of the Center of Service Learning and Volunteerism, shares more about that day.
Employee Service Day is an initiative that we have at Our Lady of the Lake University where we allow faculty and staff members to do service as part of their work time without having to take vacation or leave to be able to do service.
Bendeley provides us with the date of this event.
So the next Employee Service Day is going to be Wednesday, November 7th. We do offer it twice a year. The one in the fall semester is much smaller because it's held when students are it's in the middle of the fall semester, so students are in classes.
Employee Service Day will assist the Sisters of Divine Providence here in convent with multiple indoor and outdoor activities. Bendeley says they will service the Sisters of Divine Providence.
is to bring service and labor to those who are needing it most. This coming up one is for the Congregation of Divine Providence, so we'll be helping the sisters.
Bendely says the employees that are able to sign up are faculty and staff.
So for our fall service day, we have about 15 employees that we're expecting. We usually have a smaller scale project, and it's open to all faculty and staff employees of the university.
This event is only for faculty and staff, but some students are willing to participate in this event as well.
I am interested in working with the Sisters of Divine Providence and as well do some volunteering work with them.
Reporting for Lakefront News, I'm Brian Bernal.
Up next, stay tuned for sports news after the break.
Welcome back, and now for sports.
The Our Lady of the Lake University baseball team kicked off their 5th annual Fall World Series.
They faced the Frontiers team, who won Game 1 with a 2-1 score. This video was provided by Saints Athletics. The teams will continue the series on October 29 at 4 p.m. at Mission Baseball Academy. Our Lady of the Lake University women's softball welcomed alumni for a scrimmage on October 27th.
The team featured players from 2009 through last season. The video was provided by Saints Athletics. The score was tied 4-4. Taylor Dodge finished her softball collegiate with 2 hits home run.
Stay with us for this weekend's weather after the break.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like, that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Welcome back. Here's our weather. Friday we'll have a sunny day at 73. Saturday will be at 75, and Sunday will be cloudy at 76 degrees.
Stay tuned for the Sister of the Week.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Now it's time to meet our Sister of the Week. Enjoy.
My name is Sister Patricia Reagan. I'm a Sister of Divine Providence, and I'm the treasurer of the Congregation of Divine Providence. One of my aunts was one of the sisters, and she had a great influence in my life. And I was taught by the sisters all through elementary school, part of my high school, and through college. And they were a great inspiration to me. After college, I worked for many years, and then I decided to enter the community. I felt called to enter the community, so I entered the community in 2000. That's 18 years ago. Yeah, I manage all the financial dealings for the congregations, whether it be overseeing the accounting of our congregation. I take care of managing the fleet of cars. I take care of all the assets. In 2006, when I professed final vows as a Sister of Divine Providence, that was a very proud day for me and a proud day for my family. All my siblings, my 3 brothers and my 2 sisters were here for that occasion. And the second proud moment was when I earned my MBA from OLL. I had been asked to prepare to be treasurer, and it was suggested I pursue an MBA, and so it took me 6 years to finish the degree. But in 2014, I earned an MBA. I like to read a variety of books, mysteries and novels and true crime, and I like to play on the computer, study hard, know that the sisters support you and we pray for you, but know that in the end, earning a degree will be very helpful for their future.
That's our time for now. Thank you for joining us for Lakefront News. I'm Karina Martinez.
And I'm Santiago Reyes. Make sure to check us out online at the Lakefront at ollu.com.